pneumonia twice. I had scarlet fever. I had whooping cough. I had a tonsillectomy. I had an appendectomy. And in between, it seemed I always had a cold or a running nose or the sniffles. It was like I spent the first decade of my life being sick. The brace went on my right leg when I was 5, and I lived with that thing for the next half dozen years. It was a steel brace, and it hooked into my leg just above the knee and went all the way down my leg and connected to my shoe. The brace was supposed to keep the leg straight all the time and prevent me from walking on the leg sideways. I used to put it on as soon as I got up in the morning, and I wasn't allowed to take it off until I went to bed that night. It weighed a couple of pounds, and it looked so terrible. It always reminded me that something was wrong with me. Psychologically, wearing the brace was devastating. I was 9.5 years old when I took the brace off and went out in public without it. I'll never forget it. I went to church and walked in without the brace, and I knew right off that people were looking at me, saying to themselves, "Hey, there's Wilma, and she doesn't have the brace on her leg anymore." I just smiled and beamed and didn't say much, but looking back on it, I'd say it was one of the most important moments of my life. From that day on, people were going to start separating me from that brace. Start thinking about me differently. Start saying that Wilma is a healthy kid, just like the rest of them. After the scarlet fever and the whooping cough, I remember I had started to get mad about it all. I got angry. I went through the stage of asking myself, Wilma, what is this existence all about? Is it about being sick all the time? It can't be. So I started getting angry about things, fighting back in a new way, with a vengeance. I think I started acquiring a competitive spirit right then and there, a spirit that would make me successful in sports later on. I was mad. I was going to beat these illnesses no matter what. No more taking what comes, no more drifting off, and no more wondering. Enough was enough. Wilma grew up to become a healthy teenager with a passionate love for sports. She was an all-state high school basketball champion at 15, scoring 803 points in 25 games. In 1960, she qualified for the Summer Olympics in Rome, Italy. Wilma ran the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, and the 440-meter relay. On Friday, the 440 relay was scheduled. That was my chance to become the first American woman ever to win 3 Olympic gold medals. I wasn't about to blow it. The team was Martha Hudson running the first leg, Barbara Jones running the second, and Lucinda Williams running the third, and me running the anchor. The teams everybody was talking about were Russia, West Germany, and Britain. Well, we wiped them all out, and we set a world's record. When I broke the tape, I had my 3 gold medals, and the feeling of accomplishment welled up inside me. The first American woman to win 3 Olympic gold medals. I knew that was something nobody could ever take from me. Ever.
All right. All right.